Hi, this is Team 1. For the first question, the lifetime fees by definition is the sum of the annual management fees for the life of that fund, while management fees are computed based on committed capital. These fees are 2.5% in first 5 years with a reduction of 0.25% as seen on the screen. In this case, committed capital is 200 million. We just add up the fees in each year. Thus, lifetime fees add up to 42.5 million. The investment capital equals to committed capital 200 million deducted by lifetime fees 42.5 million, which gives us 157.5 million. For the second question, net invested capital is equal to the invested capital minus the cost basis of realized and written off investments. Assuming there is no written off investments during the investment period, as shown on the screen, net invested capital can be calculated with 20% realized investment capital every year. With 2% fees applied to these net invested capital from year 6 to year 10, and committed capital 1 billion, lifetime fees are 0.14 billion. Therefore, the investment capital is 1 billion minus lifetime fees of 0.14 billion, which gives us 0.86 billion. As for the third question, under structure 1, carried interest is calculated by X% times total profit, which is exit proceeds Z minus committed capital 250 million. Under structure 2, investment capital equals 250 million minus lifetime fees of 50 million, giving us 200 million. With a basis of investment capital, carried interest is computed by Y% times Z minus 200 million.
For question 3.1, the gross return are calculated value at the beginning of each year with the value at the end of each year. Therefore, we get the 5 numbers of all the years you can see from the table. And for the net returns, we must subtract the distributions to general partners from the numerator and add the management fee to the denominator. Therefore, we get the net return. You can see the red numbers in the table. The gross compound return, we use 1 plus the gross return for each year and multiply all the years number together, subtracted by 1, we get an 81.6%. And the net compound return, we use 1 plus a net return for each year, multiply all the numbers together, subtracted by 1, we get 32.8%. The gross annualized return is calculated by use 1 plus the gross compound return to the square root of 5, subtracted by 1, we get 12.67%. And finally, the net annualized return, we use 1 plus the net compound return, which is 32.8%, and to the square root of 5 subtracted by 1, we get 5.84%.
In question 3.4, we are first required to calculate the value multiple, which equals total distribution to limited partners plus value of unrealized investment divided by invested capital plus management fees. We just plug in the numbers and then the value multiple in every year are shown in the chart. Secondly, the realized value multiple equals total distribution to limited partners divided by invested capital plus management fees. This is also shown in this chart. Thirdly, the unrealized value multiple equals value of unrealized investment divided by invested capital plus management fees. The results for every year are shown in red as well. Then we are going to calculate the IRR. We could see the results calculated by financial calculator. As for part B, this is an example of J-curve.